Well, now in Good Morning Northwest, we take you live to Denver, where the Gonzaga Bulldogs are preparing for their 25th straight trip through the NCAA tournament.
And cooler conditions this morning, but we're going to be warming up nicely through the afternoon with sunny skies. We'll talk more about this coming up.
And a family desperate to find a missing loved one, what we know about his disappearance, and the family's plea for help. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Thursday, March the 16th. Emily Bloom in for Mark Peterson with a look at that first alert forecast. And today's going to get better as the day progresses.
Yeah, absolutely. We are expecting beautiful conditions this afternoon. As you're waking up, though, chilly out there. We've got temperatures in the mid to upper 20s all across the region. Over the next several hours, warming into the 30s by about 9 a.m. and then we're into the mid 30s by 10 a.m. Now, what I do want to draw your attention to is the winds. You can see very calm, anywhere between about 2 to 5 miles per hour. Yesterday, we had stronger winds, making it a little bit colder out there. We're not expecting that today. Temperatures by this afternoon into the upper 40s and a few areas in the low to mid 50s. 55 will be the high in Moses Lake this afternoon. As we head through the next 4 days, really setting the stage for what you can expect today is. Anyway, we're going to have temperatures in the mid 50s through this weekend with plenty of sunshine. We've got this high pressure setting in and keeping the weather nice and calm.
All right, Emily, thank you. In the fast break to Houston, Gonzaga basketball begins its NCAA tournament run against Grand Canyon in Denver tomorrow.
4 News Now has touchdown in the Mile High City. Our Julian Minnesone and Alex Crescenti are live in Denver telling us more about Gonzaga's road to the Final Four. Good morning.
Derek, Robin, good morning. Yes, we are a little bit more than 24 hours away from Gonzaga hitting the court right here at Ball Arena against Grand Canyon, 4:35 tomorrow. Today, the team is going to be arriving here to the arena to practice. We're going to hear from head coach Mark Few and a select number of players. One of the big storylines is this is Drew Timme's last tournament, the end of an era. We'll see how long it can go, right, Alex?
That's right. I mean, he's one of those kind of characters throughout college basketball that it's been like, yeah, that guy's been here for 10 years or so now, but it's only been 4 years and 3 tournaments. But yeah, he's looking for that elusive national championship, a 3-time All-American. So he's going to have quite the resume here, but still looking for that national title.
And of course, guys, one of the big storylines is Grand Canyon University is kind of at a disadvantage. All their equipment and their athletic gear was stuck on the plane. They forgot to load it up on the plane in Phoenix when they arrived here, so they had to use Regis University here in Colorado, some of their gear. They loaned them some of that, so they're coming in at a little bit of a disadvantage here, heading into already a tough game against the Zags.
I was following your tweets about it yesterday, Julian, and then I actually checked GCU's Twitter account this morning. Looks like their bags finally made it. But the poor guys, like, they already have a tough matchup, and then they don't get their stuff on the plane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right. Right, guys. Yeah, it is certainly not how you want to start an NCAA tournament, especially when the odds are stacked against you, right?
Right, yeah. It's you remember that? I think it was that Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech football game where they had to wear just the Virginia Tech away jerseys there for a game. So, not an ideal situation, but things like probably got resolved and they'll be fine.
Yeah, so we'll see Gonzaga, like I said. Tip-off 4:35 tomorrow. We'll have more coverage here throughout the week leading up to game days and maybe if they play on Sunday. So live in Denver, Julian Minnesone, that's Alex Crescenti for News Now Sports.
All right, appreciate you guys. And with our fast break to Houston coverage now underway, we want to tell you to make sure you download the KXOY Plus app for exclusive content like behind-the-scenes videos and press conferences on the Zags throughout this tournament. All right, the number of people living in Spokane's largest homeless camp continues to shrink.
The Washington Department of Transportation says fewer than 70 people are now living at Camp Hope. Take a look at these photos. The one on the left was taken in November, and as you can see by the one on the right, many of the tents and structures have been taken down. The DOT, which owns the property, also says it plans on moving the border fence a second time pretty soon. The family of a man missing for almost 2 weeks says they are doing everything they can to find him and are asking for your help. Joseph Kamau was last seen March 3rd at his apartment near Gonzaga University. His family says they became worried about him and decided to check his home. When they arrived, they found a broken window, his phone, and car keys. They filed a police report. Investigators have been in the apartment, but police aren't releasing much information, leaving the family frustrated.
I just want to have my son back. And the people who can be able to do it. Me, I cannot by myself, but there are people who are entrusted to help me find my son back home, and I know they can do it.
If you have any information to help in this investigation, call Spokane or Coeur d'Alene Police.
Well, since its launch last year, the number of people calling 988, that's the suicide and crisis hotline, continues to rise. Call centers in Washington are struggling to keep up with the growing number of people trying to get 24/7 behavioral health support. In Olympia, a bill recently made it out of the House that would boost funding for the 988 service. The money would be used to support rapid response teams, provide more comprehensive training for responders, and create a statewide marketing campaign. The bill passed unanimously in the House and now waits a hearing in the Health and Long-Term Care Senate Committee. For a more detailed breakdown of how that money would be spent, you can look for this story on KXLY.com.
A new bill making its way through Washington would provide safeguards against deep fake political ads. The state Senate passed a bill last month that would provide political candidates with legal protections in civil court against deep fake videos, audio, and images that are used in political ads. Secretary of State Steve Hobbs, who proposed the bill, told ABC News that such altered videos have not been officially used in campaigns, but several groups around the world are using them with malicious intent. In a statement to ABC, Hobbs says the last thing you want is political campaigns or political action committees to put ads out of the deep fakes of the person they're trying to vote out. Even if that ad was up a day or two before people realize it's a deep fake, it can cause damage. The House of Representatives held a public hearing for the bill March 10th. There's no timetable for a vote in the House committee or the full chamber quite yet.
Around the Northwest, the Portland Trail Blazers have a new mascot. Say hello to Douglas Fir, the Bigfoot. The Blazers say Dougie is the shy, hipster, long-lost relative of their Bigfoot mascot from back in the 80s. They say, you know, he used to stay hidden in Forest Park, drinking cold brew and gathering sap for his latest craft brew. He joins Blaze the Trail Cat to cheer the Blazers on in their push to the playoffs. Keep Portland weird. Let's just make the mascot weird, too. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese nightmare come to life. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:07.
Don't hold anything back, please. Emily Bloomman for Mark Peterson, and we have sunshine coming today, so excited.
Yes, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon. Warming temperatures today, and then that trend is going to kind of carry us through the weekend as well. We have a high pressure sitting in, and that means it's going to be calm conditions, clear blue skies, and warming temperatures.
And Bloomsday is less than 2 months away. It's doctor recommended that you start training now. Coming up, how you can start this weekend with the help of Providence Health experts.
And are U.S. banking issues spreading around the globe? The struggles at a Swiss bank and what's saving the day.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
It's that time of year when gray days can make you sad, but a flower delivery from Peters & Sons can brighten anyone's day. Whether it's a special birthday, anniversary, or even Valentine's Day, can always make someone smile. Call or click today. Peters & Sons Florists.
My name is Jennifer, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in November of 2015. Getting a cancer diagnosis is literally like having the rug pulled out from underneath you. When I'm at Summit Cancer Centers, I feel like they're kind of part of my family in a sense. They've always had my best interests in mind, so I'm actually very hopeful for the future. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center.
At McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows, we're the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. That puts McVeigh Brothers in the top 1% of our profession. At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Have you been dreaming of upgrading your truck with exterior styling or custom accessories?
Or tricking out your interior with leather kits and heated seats?
Well, wake up, because Parker Extreme can help make your dream rig a reality.
Stop in and get advice from our skilled Parker Extreme team. They have the knowledge and experience to help you make the right choice for your car, truck, or SUV.
Your dream truck is here at Parker Toyota Extreme. You just haven't built it yet.
Alabama, Roll On North America Tour, presented by Kenworth. July 6th, Spokane Arena. With very special guest, the Marshall Tucker Band. Alabama, live. All your favorite songs from the greatest country band of all time.
Roll on, Daddy, till you get back.
On sale this Friday, 10 a.m. at ticketswest.com.
You gotta have a fiddle and
Produced by Outback Presents.
How would you like to win a new Beauty Rest Black mattress from Walker's Furniture and a chance to meet Drew Timmy with some great autographed gear? Just go to teamupwithtimmy.com. And while you're there, consider making a donation to one of our charities.
It's that time of year when gray days can make you sad, but a flower delivery from Peters & Sons can brighten anyone's day. Whether it's a special birthday, anniversary, or even Valentine's Day, can always make someone smile. Call or click today. Peters & Sons Florists.
4 News Now is brought to you by Chihuahua Casino.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Credit Suisse, one of Switzerland's top lenders, has been struck with banking blues.
Now, on Wednesday, its stock value tumbled as much as 30% after its largest shareholder announced it wouldn't increase its funding for the 167-year-old institution. Some of the angst may be fading as Credit Suisse says it will borrow 50 billion Swiss francs from the Swiss National Bank. That's about 54 billion US dollars. Officials there say the problems of, quote, certain banks in the USA do not pose a direct risk of contagion for the Swiss financial markets.
Soulful singer and songwriter Bobby Caldwell died. He was 71. His wife Mary says she was holding him when he died at their New Jersey home. No cause of death was given. Caldwell is known for R&B hits like What You Won't Do for Love and Open Your Eyes. Throughout his lengthy career, he released more than a dozen albums. His final record, Cool Uncle, came out in 2015.
A Ukrainian territorial defense unit used machine guns to shoot down a Chinese-made drone near the front lines in eastern Ukraine. The Alibaba drone, as some are calling it, was carrying a 20-kilogram bomb. It's the latest example of a civilian drone being retrofitted and weaponized since Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
And we have a consumer alert for owners of Hondas. Nearly 450,000 Accords, Odysseys, CR-Vs, and other models between the years of 2017 and 2020 are being recalled because the driver and front passenger seat belts may not latch properly, increasing the risk of injury in a crash since they may not be restrained. Impacted owners will be contacted by mail starting April 17th.
And beautiful conditions for your Thursday afternoon. We have sunshine ahead and warming temperatures, and that trend is going to continue into this weekend as well.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
Get race day ready. Destiny Richards will join us in studio with information on free Bloomsday training clinics. She has what you need to know to get ready for the race and why it is safer to start early.
And as we send you off to a commercial break, let's take a look at the Spokane Falls over the Washington Water Power on your Thursday morning.
Wow, you found it.
I did.
The History of Water Part 6. I've been dying to read this.
I know, honey.
I love this.
I love you. Are they for real?
I always wanted that book.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install one of our high-efficiency water softeners, we're thinking about hard water and limescale buildup. So you can just think about longer-lasting appliances and softer skin and hair. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Get Buick luxury and style with the dynamic 2022 Buick Encore, featuring premium LED lighting, game-changing cargo space, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, advanced safety technologies, and more. Make the Encore yours and lease it for just $287 a month. Visit us online at Guy Buick GMC or come see us for a test drive. We're just off I-90 at George Guy Buick GMC, the top volume GMC Buick dealer in Washington State.
No matter where you are in your financial journey, we're here to help you along the way. Open a free Ascend checking account and you can earn 3.50% APY on balances up to $15,000 with no minimum balance required. Bring your finances to new heights with our checking that pays you dividends. Get your account today at p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Save Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Lucky you. Ironstone Furniture and Fire is selling all in-stock furniture and accessories at 30% off. Explore our new arrivals, bestsellers, and collections loved by our customers. We have everything you need to furnish your home. Visit our showroom, Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
Get hooked on the outdoors at the 61st Annual Bighorn Show, March 16th through the 19th at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. There's something for everyone in the family at the Bighorn Show. Visit the Trophy Territory. Enjoy live music. Go fishing with the kids at Fishing World. Visit with hundreds of outdoor adventure vendors. Learn cooking tips from local celebrity chef Adam Hegstead, or just kick back and have a cold one at our Sportsman's Lounge. Get your tickets today at bighornshow.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Windsor Plywood.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
All right, welcome back. It still feels like we're far away from Bloomsday, but you should really start now if you want to be race day ready.
And that's according to the experts at Providence, who are hosting Bloomsday training clinics to help the community train for the big day. Destiny Richards is in studio with how you can join.
Providence's Bloomsday training clinics are back in person for the first time in 2 years at Spokane Falls Community College. It's a free 7-week program open to anyone who wants a guided, safe way to train for the race. The clinics start this Saturday and are open to anyone who wants to walk, jog, or run in Bloomsday on May 7th. Each clinic starts at 8:30 in the morning with a Providence expert discussing a training topic, followed by warm-up exercises. Sports medicine physician Dr. Ben Howie says on the first day, clinic participants will take a mile around Spokane Falls Community College, and a mile will be added each week until everyone can complete 7 miles at their own pace.
Bloomsday is a big run, 7.46 miles. I don't know about you, but if I tried that right now, it would not be good. And so we want as many people to be involved, and we want them to prepare well so they'll have a great experience and want to keep doing it.
After 2 years of virtual training clinics, Providence is glad to help people prepare for the race in person this year. Dr. Howie believes anyone planning to take part in Bloomsday should start training now and do it safely. I'll share his training tips and what you need to know about signing up for the clinics coming up later this hour. In studio, I'm Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
I know it's not the recommended way to go about it, but my best Bloomsday time came when I did no training at all.
Don't even talk about it.
Because one year I took it really seriously and I did bad, and then the next year I was like, I'm not going to do anything, and that was my best time.
Oh,
it was weird.
That was lucky for you, Derek. I don't think the same
the stars aligned somehow. Yeah.
It's not recommended though. What is recommended is getting out in some sun.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Plenty of vitamin D is available for you today. We're going to get going with the 4 things that you need to know. Sunny, as Robin just told us. We do have this warming trend for the remainder of our day and into this weekend as well. And we do have some rain in the forecast, but it's not until the beginning of next week. So for now, we'll just focus on all of that sunshine ahead of us. Temperatures right now in the mid to upper 20s across the region. So very chilly start to the day. What we've got going on here is this high pressure is setting in. This is going to dominate the weather pattern for the next several days. What it means is calm conditions, plenty of sunshine, and warming temperatures. It is not until Sunday night into Monday that pushes out and another system moves in. Hour by hour here over the next 12 hours for your Thursday. We're going to be into the lower 40s by 1 p.m., getting closer to our high for the day of 47 by about 4 p.m. this afternoon. And as you can see, plenty of sunshine. Sunrise is going to be at 7:05 and sunset will be just before 7 p.m. this evening. So lots of sunshine ahead and lots of daylight ahead. Temperatures lower 40s for many areas, 43 in Sandpoint, 45 in Bonners Ferry, Cranberry, 53 in Grand Coulee, and 55 will be the high for those of you in Moses Lake. As we head into the overnight hours tonight, back down into the 20s, partly cloudy skies and those winds nice and light for us. Overnight temperatures across the region, a few areas in the lower to mid 20s, most of us in the upper 20s, and a few areas into the 30s in the overnight hours. And as we move into the planning forecast, you can see that beautiful weekend ahead of us. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s. A few notable days. We've got St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Beautiful conditions to celebrate. And first day of spring, very much looking like spring with rain and warmer temperatures.
Yeah, that weekend is.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, Emily, thank you. Good morning, Northwest. Time is just about 6:20 on the dot.
You can't really prepare for the stress of becoming a parent, but what happens when the anxiety of parenthood is nearly crippling? It may not be postpartum depression. It might be something else. We'll look at the condition on the other side of this break.
All right, thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Thursday morning. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
With our huge expansion, Lookout Pass has doubled with 500 acres of new terrain, including 14 new intermediate and advanced trails, plus a second quad lift. Our terrain is twice as big and twice as fun. This is the year to ski Lookout Pass. We still have the best powder. We're still the most affordable with adult tickets as low as $52. And we're still the most fun with friends and family. Make the easy right off the interstate drive to Lookout Pass. Visit skilookout.com for more.
How do you keep performing at a high level when you're a man over 40? By taking Manpower. Manpower helps your body produce and conserve its own natural testosterone for a healthy sex life and positive mental attitude. Experience a vibrant, active life again with the energy and drive of a younger you. Manpower is the all-time top-selling product at Mother's Cupboard because it really works.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
A combination of fun and performance is why Kylie and I are excited to show you the Subaru Crosstrek.
The all-wheel drive Crosstrek offers an available 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine, giving you extra performance and power unlike anything on or off the road.
There's no shortage of space for passengers and a surprising amount of cargo room for your gear.
The Crosstrek has an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, connecting you with your favorite apps and navigation.
Check out the Subaru Crosstrek and receive no-problem customer attention at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
It's time to think spring at Sculptured Gardens, the Inland Northwest's premier gift shop, garden center, and nursery. Open year-round, we share your passion for nature, gardening, artistry, and gift-giving. Shop early for the best selection for all your spring gardening needs, from seeds and soil to pots, containers, and cocoa fiber. Order your hanging baskets and patio pots now. You'll turn heads this spring with the biggest, best, and most beautiful annuals on the block. Enjoy life, it's time. Find us in the heart of Spokane Valley, east of Sullivan on Sprague Avenue.
It's buy one, get one month here at Mainstream. That's right, get a free furnace when you purchase an air conditioning unit. We'll even throw in a complete heating and cooling system check. Let us provide your family with comfort and happiness this spring. Call or visit Mainstream to find out more.
ABC's World News Tonight.
And 4 News Now.
When the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
It's now 6:23. More turmoil in the banking world this morning. The stock price of one of Europe's largest banks plunging to an all-time low. And the credit rating of a U.S. bank downgraded into so-called junk territory. Here's ABC's Lindsay Watts with what it means for your money.
Fears of a banking crisis are keeping markets on edge this morning, both here and overseas. The stock price of one of Europe's biggest banks, Credit Suisse, plunging 24% to an all-time low Wednesday. That bank also has a big presence here in the U.S. Overnight, the firm announcing that it will borrow up to $54 billion from the Swiss Central Bank to shore up its liquidity and investor confidence. Back here at home, concerns still looming over America's regional banks. First Republic stock diving 21% after its credit rating was downgraded into so-called junk territory. Bloomberg reports the bank is now exploring a potential sale. The head of Wall Street's biggest investment firm, BlackRock, telling The Guardian, this is a slow-rolling crisis with more seizures and shutdowns coming. But analysts say no matter what happens, your bank account is secure.
if you have your money in First Republic, it is still safe. There's an implicit guarantee by the feds over the weekend that said depositors aren't going to get hurt here. We're going to look at all the regional banks and make sure the depositors get their money back.
Despite unfolding turmoil in the financial world, the economy remains strong. New data shows retail sales fell only moderately in February, and wholesale prices posted an unexpected decline. Good news for inflation.
All the indicators and everything under the hood suggest that the inflation should continue to moderate. If we're not at the end of the Federal Reserve's rate hikes, we're getting pretty close.
All eyes will be on the Federal Reserve when they meet next week. Another interest rate hike was expected before the banks failed. Now some believe the Fed could hold off. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Washington.
You've heard about postpartum depression, but there's another medical condition that isn't talked about as much, and that's postpartum anxiety. It's normal to feel anxious with a new baby, but when excessive worry spirals out of control, it may be something else. Postpartum anxiety is not associated with sadness. It's linked to irrational fears that keep people on edge due to overwhelming, constant concerns.
The worrying can be all-consuming and make you worry all day and night to the point where you may not be able to sleep.
Now, other physical symptoms include increased heart rate, shortness of breath, muscle tension, or stomach aches. People suffering from postpartum anxiety may find relief from their symptoms with therapy, talking to someone they trust, and asking for help from family or friends.
Good morning. Northwest time is now just about 6:26.
Had some troublesome traffic in Coeur d'Alene. How much traffic has increased there, and a plan to tackle one of the city's worst intersections.
And increasing talks of parts of Oregon merging with Idaho. Why and what would have to happen to make it a reality? Before we go to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an urgent warning about gas meters and snow.
The snow is piled up 15, 20 feet deep, tight up against the houses, and therefore it's not letting the regulators for the gas meters work properly.
In San Bernardino County, at least a dozen homes going up in flames from the storms earlier this month.
We're looking at heavy amounts of snow and ice falling from structures onto the gas meters and directly damaging them.
Mike Lumpus and his fiancée Ari Aguilera miraculously survived when their home exploded in Lake Arrowhead. Lumpus's brother-in-law, Dan Dressler, describing it.
It blew him through the bedroom door, knocking the bedroom door off the hinges. The roof almost instantly collapsed.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the expert guidance you need to keep you and your home safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Theo's nose was cause for alarm, so Dad brought Puffs Plus lotion to save it from harm. Puffs has 50% more lotion and brings soothing relief. Don't let your nose get burned. A nose in need deserves Puffs, indeed. America's #1 lotion tissue.
Who says you can't go for bold without going broke? Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want. TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
Every Saturday in March, you can shoot baskets for cash.
The more baskets you make, the more cash you win.
All winners have 1 minute to
make as many baskets as possible.
The player with the highest score of the night wins even more cash.
Make baskets to earn your share of up to $26,000 cash.
More baskets, more cash for you.
Earn entries now playing your favorite games with your Sun Club card.
Get in the game at Chihuahua Casino.
What do we have here?
I was hit by a semi.
Looks good as new to me. For your headache.
Don't accept that small check.
After an accident like this, you need Craig Swamp and Associates by your side. We'll make sure that you get the help you deserve. And we only get paid after you win.
Well, how do I reach you?
One call, that's 509-999-9999.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker following the stories people are reading about online this morning.
Yeah, check this out. Just this morning, the U.S. military's European Command has released this footage of the Tuesday encounter between a U.S. surveillance drone and a Russian fighter jet as it played out over the Black Sea. The newly classified video depicts critical moments in that mid-air encounter, which the Pentagon said lasted about 30 to 40 minutes.
As one atmospheric river heads east, California braces for another. More than 70,000 Californians were ordered to leave their homes during the latest round of severe weather. The system turning streets into lakes and knocking out power to about 367,000 customers at its peak. Forecasters are predicting another storm there early next week.
Well, good morning, Northwest. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Thursday. It's March 16th. Mark Peterson with another morning off. Emily Bloom filling in. She has your first alert forecast.
Well, a chilly start to your Thursday morning, but we're going to be warming up pretty nicely. We're just about 30 minutes away from the sunrise, taking a live look out over Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. Just barely beginning to see some daylight out there. 25 in Coeur d'Alene and 27 for those of us here in the Spokane area. Over the next couple of hours, we're into the lower 30s by 9 a.m. and by 10 a.m. into the mid 30s. Plenty of sunshine for the day ahead. A little bit of cloud cover this morning, but by this afternoon, clear blue skies. Temperatures upper 40s and lower to mid 50s across the region for your Thursday afternoon. And as we take a look ahead to the weekend, any plans that you may be making, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Temperatures in the lower to mid 50s and partly sunny skies. So overall, very nice if you're hoping to get outdoors this weekend. Consider this your green light to do so.
Definitely. All right. Big changes are in the works for drivers in Coeur d'Alene.
The Lake City is quickly outgrowing its roads. Now the Idaho Transportation Department has a plan to deal with one of the city's worst intersections, the 15th Street interchange with I-90. Living in the same neighborhood for decades, Stephen Flory notices North Idaho's growth. He says traffic is getting worse every year.
People are coming off of the interstate. There's a stop sign there, and they're coming off at fairly high speed. And oftentimes, as we're going up and down to the neighborhood, you'll see people failing to stop at that particular stop sign.
The Transportation Department says 12,000 cars use the interchange every day. That number is expected to be 18,000 by 2045. Originally built in 1960, the department says this interchange needs updating to meet current and future traffic demands. It is considering adding more lanes and traffic lights and realigning the ramps. The department wants to hear from you on this. It's hosting an open house next Tuesday.
Well, Coeur d'Alene voters say no to 2 school levies, punching a $20 million hole in the school district's budget and putting 250 people at risk of losing their jobs. The district hoped voters would pass a supplemental levy to pay for things like school resource officers, nurses, arts, and music and school sports programs. But that levy failed to get 50% of the vote. The district says the supplemental levy is essential as it makes up 25% of its operating budget. For decades, voters have approved the supplemental levy every 2 years. But this time it would have been permanent, which could have influenced voters to reject it. There was also some organized opposition from people who the district believes were spreading misinformation. One middle school social studies teacher says he's anticipating much bigger class sizes.
We'll lose a lot of teachers here. My class size will go from 30 to 40 probably, is a guess, 25% increase, somewhere around there. That's not good for kids. You lose the things that are good for kids like music, all kinds of arts. PE is not funded by the state. It's basically you're going to be here for history and science and math and language, which are all wonderful, but there's other things as well. So I think it's going to be devastating. This year,
Scott Traverse, who also is the lead union negotiator, says they haven't had the chance to meet with the school district's finance people yet, so they don't know exactly what cuts will be made. The district also asked for a plant facility levy that would have paid for school repairs and security measures. More than 54% of voters said yes, but it needed 55% to pass.
6 different school levies were voted on Tuesday in Kootenai County. Only 2 of them passed. One is a renewal of about $6 million per year in Post Falls. The money will be used to increase campus security across all schools and pay for additional student resource officers and campus security at elementary schools. The Kootenai Joint School District was the only other school district that had a levy pass, with voters rejecting 2 other levies in the Lakeland School District.
Well, around the Northwest now, talks of secession are on the rise in Oregon, where some rural counties on the eastern side of the state want to secede and join their Republican neighboring state, Idaho. We've been telling you about this. Eastern Oregon is staunchly Republican, and nearly all of Oregon's 17 eastern county governments have approved plans to leave and form a greater Idaho. Idaho State Representative Barbara Ehart co-sponsored a bill to begin dialogue with Oregon.
I believe it is. When your government will no longer listen to you, what do? We don't want them to start an internal, war or battle, but at some point, that's what people are going to turn to if they can't be listened to. So they're turning to us.
Now, the bill passed the Idaho Senate already, and passed the Idaho House already, and is now before the Senate. But while there's been progress in Idaho, there's a similar measure in Oregon that hasn't gotten the same amount of traction. If the states do agree, Congress will have to get involved and approve it. We'll see what happens. I'm sure it's a long road ahead, though. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:36.
Emily Bloom, again, in for Mark Peterson this morning, and we're liking this forecast.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to take a look at this. For those of you that are at home getting ready, you're going to like what you have ahead and in store for today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Warmer temperatures and plenty of sunshine.
And enjoy those TikTok videos while you can. There's talk of a nationwide ban on the app. We'll have the details right after this break.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Love your home from the inside and out with new windows from Infinity from Marvin. Ultrex fiberglass is 8 times stronger than vinyl and virtually maintenance-free. Infinity's energy-efficient windows and doors are built for life and backed by our limited lifetime warranty. Give your home the fresh new look it deserves and find out why more people are choosing fiberglass.
Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com today to schedule your free design consultation and estimate. Residential Home Solutions and Infinity Windows. Home improvements. Custom fit for life.
It's the final days of the Overstock clearance sale at all Walker's Furniture locations. And that means your last chance to get big discounts of 15 to 40% off, with some clearance items up to 70% off during the final days of this Overstock sale.
At McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows, we're the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. That puts McVeigh Brothers in the top 1% of our profession. At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. But firefighters entering a burning house will one day save time when lives are on the line. Visualizing a patient's most recent scan will help speed up decision-making in the ER. And while the woolly mammoth is still extinct, that doesn't mean students can't take field trips to visit them. The metaverse may be virtual, but the impact will be real.
Are you waiting for the right time to replace your flooring? Great Floors' 12-month financing option makes it easy to bring inspiration home today. Shop a large selection of brand-name flooring to fit your life. Our team of experts are here to help you select between luxury vinyl, hardwood, carpet, and more. Great Floors is offering 10% on top-quality Mohawk and Karastan flooring, now through the end of March. Visit a Great Floors showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
Jonah here. Before you decide on an SUV, I invite you to see and drive the Volkswagen Tiguan. It's impressive and it checks all the boxes. A roomy interior, plenty of cargo space with remote power liftgate. All-wheel drive, that's important in the Northwest. Solid performance, modern infotainment system with all the high-tech choices. Check out the Tiguan at your nearby Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
A possible turning point in the fight against TikTok. The app, which has already been banned in some school and state governments, could now be facing a nationwide ban. ABC's Elizabeth Scholze explains.
This morning, the Biden administration is demanding that TikTok's Chinese owners sell their stake in the company, or the app could be banned in the United States. The demand marks an escalation from the administration as the White House looks to resolve national security concerns about the app, with many worried the Chinese government could force TikTok to hand over Americans' user data. The director of the FBI last week said the app, quote, screams of security concerns.
Could they use TikTok to control data on millions of users? Yes.
Reigning in TikTok has won bipartisan support, but some Republicans want an outright ban.
This company should be banned. I don't know why they're allowed to operate in the United States.
Republicans overnight responding to the administration's new threat.
I think they're right. On this phone that everybody has, TikTok is able to harvest your data all the time and provide it through ByteDance to the Chinese Communist Party.
The White House has until recently been more reluctant to ask TikTok's Chinese owners to sell their shares, looking instead to work with the app to install data safeguards. But last week, the White House came out in support of bipartisan legislation that could be used to ban the app. In a statement, TikTok said the best way to address concerns about national security is with the transparent U.S.-based protection of U.S. user data and systems, with robust third-party monitoring, vetting, and verification, which we are already implementing. TikTok's chief executive is scheduled to testify before a House committee next week. Elizabeth Scholze, ABC News, Washington.
Well, gamers who play Fortnite can receive refunds for some past purchases they didn't want to buy.
The Federal Trade Commission accused Fortnite of using a confusing button configuration where players would press a single button and incur unwanted charges. When they disputed the charges with their credit card companies, the FTC says parent company Epic locked accounts. The agency also accused the game maker of making it easy for children to rack up unauthorized charges without their parents' consent. The FTC announced yesterday it has finalized an order requiring Epic Games to pay $245 million to users tricked into making unwanted or unauthorized purchases.
And pretty nice conditions for the day ahead. Sunshine and warming temperatures, and that trend is not going to be just today. That is going to be through this upcoming weekend as well.
It is now just about 6:42.
All right, the Bloomsday clock is ticking. It's now just 52 days away, Destiny.
That's right. Slow and safe wins the race as well. Coming up, how Providence health experts can help you start training for Bloomsday now.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
With our huge expansion, Lookout Pass has doubled with 500 acres of new terrain, including 14 new intermediate and advanced trails, plus a second quad lift. Our terrain is twice as big and twice as fun. This is the year to ski Lookout Pass. We still have the best powder. We're still the most affordable with adult tickets as low as $52. And we're still the most fun with friends and family. Make the easy right off the interstate drive to Lookout Pass. Visit skilookout.com for more.
Higher education. It's a call to challenge yourself to embrace a future better prepared for success. A test of your ability to reach further, to know more and do more, to understand yourself and our world better. An opportunity to grow your potential, to make a difference in your life and in the lives of others. This is the path that leads to Idaho's public colleges and universities. Your success means Idaho's success.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we're always looking at better ways to solve plumbing issues in your home. That's why we use the latest technology in sewer line repair called trenchless sewer repair. We can replace your current sewer line without digging up your entire yard. With just a couple of holes in the ground, we can pull new sewer pipe from the main line right into your house with minimal disruption to your lawn and your wallet. So if you need your sewer line repaired or replaced, call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
BSU is just an incredible community partner. We feel very fortunate to have them on board as we try to help families move forward and be stable and successful.
It is so important for both our families and our staff to receive current financial education.
What Eric's doing with his classes is basically giving them the knowledge they're going to need to be financially self-reliant.
This is not a topic that's typically taught in schools, and yet it is the baseline of access to almost everything that we do.
I'm Rob Sacre, joined by Mustachio and George, and we're bringing you the best all-star lineups of rigs.
It's an exciting day, Rob, if you're looking for a slam dunk deal, like this tough and rugged F-150 XLT Crew Cab. Or if you're looking to score more sports car for less, check out this Subaru WRX. It's perfect.
Agreed.
And during this madness of savings, $40 down is all you need.
It's go time at Cal.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
At 6:44, Bloomsday is about a month and a half away, and if you want to be ready for the big race, Providence can help you train starting this weekend.
The Providence Bloomsday training clinics are at Spokane Falls Community College. They're open to anyone planning to walk, jog, or run in the race. Destiny Richards is in studio now with why Providence experts say people participating in Bloomsday should really start training now.
Bloomsday is on May 7th this year, and the training clinics are a 7-day program to get people trained up at a gradual pace. Sports medicine physician Dr. Ben Howie says he and other Providence experts will be at the clinics each week to discuss training topics, facilitate exercise warm-ups, and help people work their way up to participating in a 7-mile race. Dr. Howie says gradual conditioning is the way to prepare for Bloomsday. Start now, but start slow. As you train, keep up healthy habits and listen to your body.
Don't forget about the basics, things like sleeping, eating a healthy diet, drinking plenty of water, those type of things.
Dr. Howie says it's also important to prepare for Bloomsday in proper footwear. Wear running shoes that are comfortable and worn in, and do not buy new shoes right before the race. The Providence Bloomsday clinics are every Saturday from March 18th to April 29th and start at 8:30 in the morning. It's free and open for anyone to attend. All you need to do is register online. Providence says it also needs volunteers for help with checking in and other tasks during the clinics. And for more information on Bloomsday and these upcoming clinics, you can see this story now on KXLY.com. In studio, I'm Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
The tip about the shoes is important too, right? Like you should, if you need new shoes, like get them now and start breaking them in. But if you're doing it like the week of, you're asking for it.
Yeah, it's no fun. It is time to check in with weather. Emily Bloom in for Mark Peterson this morning. You have a little bit of stuff on the radar, but it's not in our area.
Yeah, nothing for us to be worried about. Beautiful conditions by this afternoon. It's going to be a little bit chilly as you are waking up. We have a calm weather pattern, and that's kind of what you can expect for at least the next 4 days. We'll get going with the 4 things you need to know. Sunny conditions ahead, warming trend. We have an awesome weekend, and we do have rain next week, but we don't need to worry about that until Monday. What we've got going on, this area of high pressure setting in, this is going to dominate the weather pattern for today, tomorrow, and through the weekend as well. What that means is calm conditions, sunny skies, and warm temperatures. As you can see, that next system doesn't begin to roll in until Sunday night into Monday. So you've got 4 days of beautiful weather ahead of you. As we take a look at the day planner, hour by hour over the next several hours, we're up into the lower 40s. By 1 p.m. up into the upper 40s, getting closer to our high for the day in this afternoon. Sunrise is going to be at 7:01, already beginning to get a little bit of daylight out there, and sunset tonight will be at 6:57, so plenty of daylight ahead of you. Temperatures all across the region, upper 40s and a few areas into the lower to mid 50s by this afternoon. As we head into the overnight hours tonight, we're down to 27 degrees. We'll have a little bit more cloud cover tonight than what we're expecting throughout the day today, and those winds nice and light as well. You are going to notice a difference in the way that the weather feels today as opposed to how it felt yesterday, not only because of all of the sunshine, but because we're not going to have the wind that we had yesterday. As we head into the overnight hours, Most of us in the mid to upper 20s and a few areas into the lower 30s in the overnight hours tonight. That's where we'll be as you're waking up on your Friday. Planning forecast, you can see this nice trend that we have here going for the next 4 days. If you have plans to get outdoors this weekend, it's going to be perfect conditions to do so. And we do have rain, but that is not until the first day of spring on Monday. And also, for those of you who are planning to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, very nice conditions as well.
Sounds like it.
And you know what? It's a great weekend to just show off Spokane because there's a whole lot of people coming to town for the state middle school basketball championships at the podium and then various schools around the area as well.
Yeah, it's going to look very impressive for our beautiful city. It's now 6:49.
All right, as we head to another break, let's take another live look at Spokane from Cliff Drive here on your Thursday morning. Don't go away. The morning sprint's coming up next.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northwest Motorsport.
Get the newest spring arrivals at More Furniture for under $45 a month during our exclusive signature-only event. Add some sparkle with this beautifully detailed dining room featuring extendable table and 6 chairs. Create the bedroom of your dreams with this incredible 4-piece set and customize this super comfortable oversized sectional. Get 72 months interest-free financing with no money down and only your signature at More Furniture. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all specials.
Go, Chiefs, go! Out of the way for Berthelot out front. Backhand shot and score! Chiefs, Berthelot with 4:45.
Celebrate St. Patrick's Day at the Spokane Arena as your Spokane Chiefs take on the Tri-City Americans. It's the Miller Lite St. Patty's Day Jersey Sweepstakes. The Chiefs will wear St. Patrick's Day themed jerseys. They'll be auctioned off to benefit Big Table Spokane. Plus, we'll have another Avista Poster Series giveaway. For tickets and game time, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
Every Saturday in March, you can shoot baskets for cash.
The more baskets you make, the more cash you win.
All winners have 1 minute to make as many baskets as possible.
The player with the highest score of the night wins even more cash.
Make baskets to earn your share of up to $26,000 cash.
More baskets, more cash for you.
Earn entries now playing your favorite games with your Sun Club card.
Get in the game at Chihuahua Casino.
Held over! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Alabama, Roll On North America Tour, presented by Kenworth. July 6th, Spokane Arena. With very special guest, the Marshall Tucker Band. Alabama, live. All your favorite songs from the greatest country band of all time. On sale this Friday, 10 a.m. at ticketswest.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, your time is 6:52. Let's get you ready to take on your Thursday here in the morning sprint.
Destiny Richards is in studio with how you can start training for Bloomsday.
Emily Bloom is telling us about a sunny spring day.
Yeah, but first, the Zags will go head-to-head with Grand Canyon University in Denver tomorrow in the NCAA tournament. Let's get to Alex Crescenti live in the Mile High City.
The fast break to Houston as the NCAA tournament begins for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. They are set to take on the Grand Canyon University Antelopes tomorrow afternoon. Gonzaga coming into this tournament with a 9-game winning streak, winning the West Coast Conference tournament a couple weeks ago, but they are looking to extend their Sweet 16 streak to 8 straight years. We'll see if they can do it here in Denver.
The family of a man missing for almost 2 weeks says they are doing everything they can to find him, but are asking for your help. Joseph Kamau was last seen March 3rd at his apartment near Gonzaga University. His family says they got worried about him and decided to check his home. When they arrived, they found a broken window, his phone, and car keys. They filed a police report. If you have any information to help in the investigation, call Spokane or Coeur d'Alene Police.
Well, the number of people living at Spokane's largest homeless camp continues to shrink. The Washington Department of Transportation says fewer than 70 people are currently living at Camp Hope. Take a look at these two photos. The one on the left was taken back in November, and as you can see, the one on the right, many of those tents and structures have been taken down. The DOT, which owns that property, says it plans on moving the border fences in a second time sometime soon.
Big changes are in the works for drivers in Coeur d'Alene. The Lake City is quickly outgrowing its roads, and now the Idaho Transportation Department has a plan to deal with one of the city's worst intersections, the 15th Street interchange with I-90. The Transportation Department says that interchange needs updating to meet current and future traffic demands. It's considering adding more lanes and traffic lights and realigning ramps. The department wants to hear from you on this. It's hosting an open house on Tuesday.
And the 4 things that you need to know: we have a sunny day ahead of us, a warming trend for today and through the weekend, an awesome weekend ahead. And we do have rain next week, but not until Monday.
And Bloomsday will be here in less than 2 months. If you're participating, you can start getting race day ready this weekend. Providence's Bloomsday training clinics are back in person for the first time in 2 years. The clinics start this Saturday and are open to anyone who wants to walk, jog, or run in Bloomsday on May 7th. Each clinic starts at 8:30 a.m. with a Providence expert discussing a training topic, followed by warm-up exercises. On the first day, clinic participants will take a mile around Spokane Falls Community College, and a mile will be added each week for 7 weeks until everyone can complete 7 miles at their own pace. The clinics start Saturday, and they are free and open to anyone to attend. All you need to do is register online. For more information, just see this story on our website, KXLY.com.
There is a new bill making its way through the Washington legislature, and it would provide safeguards against deep fake political ads. The state Senate passed a bill last month that would provide political candidates with legal protections in civil court against deep fake videos, audio, and images that are used in political ads. Secretary of State Steve Hobbs, who proposed the bill, told ABC News that several groups around the world are using altered videos with malicious intent.
Well, Coeur d'Alene voters say no on 2 separate school levies, and it's now punching a $20 million hole in the Coeur d'Alene School District's budget. It's also putting 250 people at risk of losing their jobs. The district had hoped voters would pass a supplemental levy to pay for things like school resource officers, nurses, arts, music, and sports programs. But that levy failed to get 50% of the vote. The district says the supplemental levy makes up 25% of the district's operating budget. It also asked for a plant facility levy that would have paid for school repairs and security measures. More than 54% of voters said yes to that one, but it needed 55% to pass. So disappointing results for those with the Coeur d'Alene School District.
6 different school levies were voted on Tuesday in Kootenai County, and only 2 of them passed. One is a renewal of about $6 million per year in Post Falls. The money will be used to increase campus security across all schools and pay for additional student resource officers and campus security at elementary schools.
Well, since its launch last year, the number of people calling the 988 Suicide and Crisis Hotline continues to rise. Call centers in Washington say they're struggling to keep up with the growing number of people trying to get 24/7 behavioral health support. In Olympia, a bill recently made it out of the House that would boost funding for the 988 service. The money would be used to support rapid response teams, provide more comprehensive training for providers, and create statewide marketing campaign. We'll keep you updated on how this continues as it goes through the legislative process in the coming weeks and months. All right, we'll check weather one more time with Emily Bloom. It's coming up right after this. Don't go away.
At 4 News News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
What do we have here?
I was hit by a semi.
For your headache.
Don't accept that small check.
We'll make sure that you get the help you deserve.
One call, that's 509-999-9999.
Hello, I'm Rob Sacre, joined by Mustachio and George, and we're bringing you the best all-star lineups of rigs.
It's an exciting day, Rob, if you're looking for a slam dunk deal. Like this tricked-out fun Jeep Wrangler.
Or if you're looking to score a special buy on this Toyota Highlander.
It's perfect.
Agreed.
And during this madness of savings, $40 down is all you need.
It's go time at Cal.
Well, beautiful conditions for us on this Thursday. Taking a look at that, you can start to see the daylight out there. Sunrise will be at 7:01 a.m. And by this afternoon, we are into the upper 40s. Some areas getting into the 50s and plenty of sunshine. We're expecting clear blue skies, a few notable days. It's going to be Friday tomorrow. Those of you celebrating St. Patrick's Day, nice conditions. And then first official day of spring will be on Monday. And it's looking like Mother Nature is on board with rain in the forecast and warmer temperatures.
Ah, so nice.
Yes, so much better than what we've been seeing. All right, we're back with updates throughout.